Hey guys, how you doing? You may be wondering, why am I getting a video from Alex today? And that would be a really good question. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Here's the bad news. I'm going to break it to you first. Bad news is I got a text from the janitors at Riley this week saying that we need to start setting up and tearing down the stage completely every Sunday until June 15th. That's the bad news. It's going to be a lot more work. It's going to be a lot more time. But the good news is three things. One, we've done this before. We've done full setup and tear down, and remind you, we're still a church plant. We're still a mobile church. We may have 2 services, we may have a good system right now, but we're still in a facility we don't own. And so this is just part of the package. But we've done this before, and we can do it again. Thing number 2, this is temporary. Okay, this is just until June 15th, so I'm going to count the weeks with you. Including this Sunday, we obviously don't have to do a full setup because everything's set up. We do have to do a full teardown starting this Sunday. So including this Sunday, it's 1 week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks, and then we have to do a full setup again on the 17th. So that's technically 8 weeks with full setup and teardown. So for only 8 weeks we have to do a full setup and a full teardown. It's going to be a lot of work, but the good news number 2 is that it's limited. It's not forever, right? It's just for 8 weeks. So that's good. Thing number 3 is the most important thing and the thing I want to talk to you guys about most. So here's the deal. We have a culture right now where we come in, we plug into the thing that we have to do. Once that thing's done, we're done, and then we leave. But the problem is that I have been noticing recently is that a lot of things get left undone on a Sunday morning. People leave before they're really done. The projectors are still on the floor, for example, or maybe a computer's out that shouldn't be, or maybe the soundboard, some cables aren't in it, or like the speaker gets left in the lobby, or yada yada yada. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, the fact is that things aren't getting fully done on a Sunday because people are piecing out. And what I really want for Life Church Livonia's culture is that we are a culture of what can I do next servanthood. I want a culture of what can I do next servanthood. And I know you guys are servants because you show up week in and week out, and God is moving in our church because of you. He's moving through you. And you guys sacrifice to make our church happen. And what I'm asking you is for a next step up. So you may be wondering, how does that play into what we're talking about right now? So in order for us to do a full setup and a full teardown really well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a checklist for every area that has exactly what you need to do for setup and teardown so that there's no questions. But that checklist is not everything you need to do. It's the minimum. And the last thing on everybody's checklist is going to be to ask, what can I do next? So say you serve on lights and you get done with your part of the morning and you're just sitting there. Instead of just sitting there, ask one of the producers or myself, hey, what can I do next? Say you're on ProPresenter and you set up extra quick that week and you've got time to kill and we're still working. Ask, what can I do next? If you're the sound guy, if you're in the band and your instrument is set up, don't just stand there and look at other people working. Ask, what can I do next? Because we want a what can I do next culture of servanthood, and we're going to need it if we're going to be able to go through these next 8 weeks smoothly and with joy. Here's the final thing I want to leave you with. The checklists are included in the email, so whatever area you serve in, please look at your checklist. That being said, I just want to remind you guys that God is moving in our church. And that we can come to church this Sunday knowing we have to tear down with an attitude that's crappy. We can come late. We can be grumpy about asking what can I do next, or we can be filled with the joy of the Lord. I really want you guys to be on time from here on out. I know we've had a lot of grace for people rolling in at 7:40, 7:45, 8. But no matter where you serve, because we're doing a whole setup and a whole teardown, I want you there right at 7:30. And I want you there right at 7:30 because that says that the other people who are showing up on time matter. It's disrespectful to show up late when other people are showing up on time or early to help you do your job. So please show up on time, and please show up ready to serve with the joy of the Lord. God is moving in our church, you guys, and He's doing it through you. And I just want you to maintain that perspective. Please come with the servant's heart, and please come ready to lead yourself into what God has for the day and not just wait for other people to lead you. What I mean by that is if you can tell that you're in a bad mood, don't just wait for someone else to talk you out of it. Pray about it, lift it up to the Lord, and get your heart right before you walk in the doors. Alright guys, I'm thankful for you. I'm proud of you. I know we can do this. I know we have done it. I know it's only for a short time. And I know by the end of this, we will have a culture of what can I do next servanthood. So see you guys Sunday. God bless.